Hi and welcome to Real Reviews, where today I'm going to be talking about the feudal Japan 16th century swashbuckling show, which is Shogun, which is due to hit Disney Plus on February the 29th, starring Hiroyuki Sanada, Cosmo Jarvis and Anna Sawai. So let's dive into it and find out exactly what it is about this Richard Chamberlain remake, which is going to be setting the airwaves alight when it hits screens later this month. So as much as the original Richard Chamberlain classic was a staple for everybody on a Sunday evening, especially in the UK, this new interpretation is going to have to approach the material from a different angle. This is no longer about a Westerner being dropped into an Eastern culture and the culture clashes and the way that he would maybe meld into the society and be changed as a character. Yes, that does happen with the Cosmo Jarvis, Hiroyuki Sanada version, but it is approached from a different perspective because obviously times have changed. This still has the basic story, which is a feudal Japan 16th century, where you have Sanada playing Lord Toranaga, who is one of 5 or 6 regents, I believe, who are battling for power after the passing of the overall arching emperor. You have Lady Mariko, played by Anna Sawai, who is both mother and interpreter and somewhere in the middle in terms of maybe battling her role within this quite constricted society. Cosmo Jarvis is doing a very solid job in the role of John Blackthorne, and goes from a Protestant traveller, trader who washes up on the shores of Japan purely by accident and has interactions with the Portuguese Catholics who are there, and ultimately they've been hiding the existence of Japan from the rest of the world because they realise how much money they are making from it. So there are so many conflicting storylines which sort of intertwine throughout the course of this 8-episode epic, which truly is a saga, that it deserves another go in. So let's go a little bit deeper into exactly what it is about Shogun circa 2024, which is going to make you want to tune in every single night when it drops. So I think the first thing to be drawn from this adaptation is that sense of authenticity which has come through in Shogun. This has a great deal to do with Hiroyuki Sanada being on board as a primary producer to make sure that he has hired the most appropriate, the most talented, the most on point crew who bring this thing to life in terms of cinematography, in terms of production design, the locations and the work which goes into this, down to the costume design, and to the way the customs and the story is being evolved. It really is told from a perspective of real passion, I believe. Having Justin Marks and Rachel Kondo on board is another great adage, because Justin, he was nominated recently, last year in fact, for Top Gun Maverick in the original screenplay, adapted screenplay category, so he brings that passion and that focus alongside, and in a recent conversation I had with all three, he made it very apparent that without Sanada's involvement, primarily this thing would not have had the traction that it got. I think Anna Sawai has taken a great leap from Monarch Legacy of Monsters and her previous work, as has Cosmo Jarvis, following on from Calm with Horses and Raised by Wolves, two equally, should we say, diametrically opposed projects that really raise his profile. In this particular show, he is doing a great job bringing John Blackthorne with all the complexities to the fore, even if he is doing a little bit of Tom Hardy circa Inception. In terms of the Asian cast, they are just epic, and by which I mean the regents who are involved in the overall story and the political intrigue, and everything which goes into this. This is 80%, 85% Japanese dialect, so there are subtitles, and that does nothing but draw you further into the story and really give this a richness and depth which will be really appreciated by audiences when they dive in come the end of February. So I'm going to jump right into that rating now. Let's do that. So this is going to be a 4.5 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. Shogun really is a saga in the making. When I say that, think on those words and think to yourself, where do we go from here? As I said, Cosmo Jarvis is incredibly good in this. Hiroyuki Sanada, who is the original star of Ring, was in Last Samurai, was in Bullet Train, has been in this industry for a long time and is a legend, is epic, and Anna Sawai matches these other actors, her compatriots, her colleagues on screen, and the ensemble overall are just flawless. So that's what I think. That's why I think you should jump into Shogun when it hits Disney Plus on February 29th. That's all there is to do. That's all there is to say. Let's dive into that trailer. And so it is that you've reached the end of the video review for Shogun, which hits Disney Plus from the 29th of February, stars cinematic legend Hiroyuki Sanada, Cosmo Jarvis and Anna Sawai. So this is the bit where I go. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to drop a comment in the comment box below, feel free. And failing that, you can always just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when another one of these videos hits the internet, you can just drop in and listen or watch as much or as little as you like and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel or pop over to my Patreon page. Take care now.